Perfecto.
I joined the Maine Army National Guard because I wanted
Oh,
to
what
help
up?
the
Here we
people
go.
who
We're getting live today. About to do some drawing. And it's going to be pretty cool. So, getting things set up over here on my Photoshop. I got to open up QuickTime. Do a new screen recording on this one too, so I have this for afterwards. Screen recording set up. Record. Okay. We are now actively recording. Gotta get this in focus here. I wonder if it helps as I zoom in a little bit there. Yeah, that might be good right there. Okay. So this is from scratch. This is right from the beginning here. We will see how it goes. What do I want to do? I'm gonna lock that first layer. Enter a new one. And get my brush tool going. We're gonna keep this nice, loose, easy right now. We're more so looking for what areas are gonna work well for the frame of the photo. To start, and I think I know I want all the direction going like kind of like this way. And maybe it's a slanted view, we'll see. I'm gonna have a bike here. Hey, Pigeon. I'm gonna be drawing a fan art piece for the new Tron Ares movie that's coming out. So right now I'm just looking for a perspective and see how it's gonna feel. Oh boy. Yeah, seriously. So he's going to be sitting up on his bike, and maybe there's like a city back here. In the background, something like that. I don't know if this is going to be the frame though. Minimize that. I'm going to start from ground zero and see how I feel about maybe a flat line here. Maybe it goes up 1/3 of the way. And here's the back of the bike wheel. Maybe the perspective is like, maybe he's like much taller on the bike type thing, like something like this. This is going to be his helmet as he's looking back towards the viewer. And his weight's got to be really back for this to work. Thank you, Charlie. This is just a basic like outline of what I'm gonna try to accomplish here. The bike's gonna be the most important piece, because without it looking like it should, it's gonna look strange. So you know, something like I think it'll be like that. And then maybe behind him like that is the city. Maybe there's some leading lines like this. I don't know, we're just concepting right now. This is no stress. It's not trying to look good. I'm just trying to get a feel for where it's going to be on the image. Right. That's the most important thing. So, that was rendition 1. Rendition 2 is looking a little bit better. What if this dude goes really high on the image, like something like this? Something like that, maybe. And maybe he's got his hands just resting on his knee type thing. I want his shoulder leaning forward a lot here, because he's going to be looking back towards us. And maybe the bike in the back comes up pretty high. Hey, thank you, Ryan. Welcome. Today I'm going to be drawing a Tron Legacy fan art piece. Right now I'm just trying to figure out the basic outline, the structure of the image here, just so I can get a feel for how things are going to be positioned. Because once I do that, then I can really start to draft the actual piece. So now I'm looking for the background here, kind of like the city, how that's going to feel, and for at least for scale. Whoopsie daisies. Something like that. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. So now what we need to do, because let's see, rendition 2, rendition 3. Yeah, I like them even bigger in the frame. I think that's going to work out pretty well. So now, let's see here. I'm going to delete rendition 2, rendition 1. I'm going to keep this as like a basic idea, but I'm not going to rely on it too much right now. I wonder if it would help to get some sort of perspective brush going here. Let me see if I can find a perspective map. Perspective. Yes, here it is. We'll make this black, or maybe we'll make this red actually. Or blue, maybe a blue. What this is going to help me do is it's going to help me be a little bit more accurate with, I guess, yeah, with my shapes, my perspective, right? If I want the viewer's eye, I don't want it to be in the center. I want it to be like a little off-center. Like we're looking down. Or maybe the bike, yeah, if the bike's lower, it's going to be something like... right there. Cool. I'm going to scale this up a little bit here, so it fits my drawing. And my intention was to make this blue. Just for like a loose visual. Hey Burger. Hey Parker. I'm working on a Tron Ares fan art piece. I really like Tron Legacy. I'm a big fan. Love the world that they built over there. So I'm gonna be doing my own kind of character design for this one. So we've got a grainy, like a perspective map. This is about the sizing, I believe we're gonna go here with. I haven't been live in a while, like 2 or 3 weeks. Oh yeah, Parker, yeah, have you seen the new trailer? It's freaking incredible. I'm really excited. I love the red in contrast to the blue for the theme. I'm sad they don't have Daft Punk, but they do have 9 Inch Nails doing the whole album for the movie, the soundtrack. So I think that's pretty cool. Hey, right. What's going to be important here is I need to have reference material for this bike. I want it to be a bit of a accurate description of the Tron bike. And thankfully I do have an image that I screenshotted from the trailer of the back of the bike. Angela, hey, I am a drawer, painter, drawer, however you want to consider it. Okay. The back of this thing needs to be pretty dialed. Hey, Burger, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know these things are a little bit more flat as far as the wheels go, but I'm just trying to get a feel for the sizing, the angle. Now that I have that up, let me go to the transform tool. Maybe just back to my brush. How am I going to make this accurate? Maybe I'll do the front wheel while we're here. These bikes are a little bit longer. Do you want to keep that in mind? I'm going to grab my lasso tool with the polygon so we'll get some straight lines going here. And I want to look at the side of the bike just for a quick second. Man, you know what? These bikes are pretty long. I need to go even further with this wheel. Now this wheel needs to come down just a little bit. It's a little high. Maybe right there. And go back to that lasso tool. So these things have like a seat that goes up. And then it immediately dips down. And it goes lower and lower until it gets to the front wheel. And on the front, it looks like it hangs low. From what I can tell. Like almost like it scrapes the bottom of the floor. And then it has like this extendo thing in the back. Try that. It's crazy, these handlebars on this thing like really stick out. To go something like well, I don't know about that far. Kind of just looks goofy. I think they're in the same height as the wheel almost. Might not be able to see that right one right now. I want to try to be as structurally accurate as possible. Let's correct these wheels. So if I go to smoothing, just a quick test. Yeah, see, I don't like that. See how it gets all janky like that? Let's go to a different brush that we could find here. Let's see how this one flows. That one's nice. Okay. Yeah, much smoother. Okie dokie. Now this wheel needs to be flat. Almost wondering if I take the polygon tool out again. Alright, if it's leaning in a little bit, how's the flatness going? Is it sticking on the ground all the way? Possibly. How wide is this thing too? These things are pretty wide. If there's a better way to do this, let me know in the chat. I'm trying to get this wheel flat back here, but do it proportionally for the bike in both the front and the back here. A lot of art, most of the time, is like troubleshooting, right? You know what you want to do, but sometimes getting there can be a little bit of a difficult task, right? You have to think through it, critical thinking, which is good for the brain, nice and healthy. Things are definitely less round. Starting to feel a little bit better. Sometimes just getting over that hurdle, that initial hurdle. Let's do a canvas flip, see how this is feeling. That last stroke felt real good. So, y'all liking the music? A little drum and bass. Something super chill. Still gotta remember that this front wheel has like a ground piece to it that looks pretty sweet. Take a sip of water here. Everyone remember to hydrate today. Hopefully you get a lot of water in your system. It is good for you. And then the bike is slowly coming together. This piece is gonna like swoop down like this for the seat. The only thing with drawing machinery is that you got to make sure it feels accurate enough. If you can just get to that point, the rest of the pieces will fall into place. It's just a matter of getting there. Very cool. Okay, now yeah, I think this wheel could come over more, honestly. Ugh. I don't know. Do I need to pull this in more? Back to my lasso tool. I'm just going to grab the front of the bike with my selection tool and just see if it needs to go in a little bit here from my perspective. Yeah, maybe so. Does the back need to be bigger? For the perspective. I'm trying to judge this the sizing here. I don't want to screw it up. Let me try something like that. Hey, Jonna. Good to see you here. And maybe this piece here in the back is raised further, like up and away from the wheel. Again, I can do this because this is just, we're just drafting right now. We're just trying to make sure it's going to feel good before we start the actual painting process. I'm drawing a fan art piece for the new Tron Ares movie that's coming out. I'm a big fan of Tron Legacy, and so I'm drawing one of their bikes here with one of the new characters up here on the bike, sitting back, looking back towards the viewer, and maybe there's a city in the background here. I'm just trying to make sure that this bike is going to be as accurate as possible. But hey, look, listen, everyone. I have to run to the bathroom just real quick, so I'm going to put up this temporary sign. I will be literally right back. But here we go. I'll be right back. Well, I am back. All right. Here we are. Told you it was going to be fast. Now, back to the bike. So I want to make sure that since I love these movies so much, I really want to put my all into this piece and have it be one of my best pieces I've ever done. All right, so I'm going into that with that mindset. whether we get there or not, I don't know. It's an experiment, and that's kind of what, as an artist, you're always trying to push, right? Is your boundaries, is what you can do. So, with that being said, I'm going to call this bike layer. And then I'm going to call the next one on top, I'm going to call him just Guy. And let's start working on the guy there. Maybe I'm going to reduce the smoothing by that much. And let's see here. So he's going to be sitting pretty high up. His knee's going to stick out to about here. And then his foot's going to be down low. Something like down there. And this is kind of his upper body here. And then he's got his hips as he's sitting into the seat here. And his leg is kicking off to the side. Except he's a little too big, wouldn't you say? Let's shrink him down a little bit. Gotta make it proportional to the bike. Oh, Jenna, you've never seen Tron? It's it's all about a game that these people have created. You could actually travel into the game from the outside world, and the story goes a lot deeper than that. But that's the top level gist. So it's based around a video game, basically, and the people in the video game are trying to come to the real world because they believe that their video game world is imperfect. Hey, Morgan. Yeah, if you're gonna watch one, watch Tron Legacy. I think it came out in 2010. It's produced by Disney, and I think they did a good job on it. Hi, Maria. Hey, AR. This is Photoshop. Do we stretch this guy even further? I just want it to look accurate to, hey Marty. I want it to look proportional to the guy being on the bike. And I'm just worried that I'm not getting the sizing right. Is it just because he'd be sitting lower on the bike? Is that what it is? No, because if his foot's there... Yeah, maybe he just needed a bigger head to make it feel better. Thank you, Morgan. Although this doesn't look good right now, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We will get there. I wonder if I grab his leg and bend it back just a little bit more. Put it lower, maybe. Does that feel better? This is knee too high. Really need a good arch here. Right, he really needs to be leaning forward. I need another picture of this Tron Ares character. I'm just looking on Pinterest real quick. Let's take a quick look at this being. There's a bunch of back shots here of what it looks like, which I guess is fine because that's what we're going for. We're going for a back shot. Alright, Jana. Thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Enjoy your TikTok scrolling. So what I notice is, it looks like the back of their head is a little bit more pointed. What is going on here? I hope you have a great day as well. Or a good night of sleep. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know if I'm getting this head shape right. It's a little big too. A little bit more proportional. Hey, kitty. Kitty cat. Feels funny saying that. Dun 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 dun. Here we are. Okay. So what I noticed is his headpiece maybe needs to come up like I don't know, it feels weird with this point. I don't know why. But I guess if it's the way it is in the film, then it should be fine. And look at me, like I'm already getting too detail oriented. I'm just like literally in the beginning of this painting. It has no meaning whatsoever. I'm just trying to get the shape going, but here I am getting caught up in my own freaking perfectionism, you know what I mean? It's almost like his body needs to be slouched back more up top. Where's the base of the seat, I guess? Maybe I should find that out. If I was the bottom of the seat, I'd probably be right about there. Which means... Hey, sleepyhead. Alrighty. You know what makes me happy though? Is to be here right now with all of you. I love creating. I love sharing. I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm happy to be here. Well, that's pretty cool, Sleepyhead. I also like drawing darker things. So I think that's pretty sweet that you got something that you're working on there. Oh man. Da, da, da. Do, 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 do. It's almost like his head's forward, but his body's back. So let me grab the body. Actually, let me grab this piece here. Does that help at all? Because his helmet needs to be like hanging over a little bit as he looks towards us. And then, do I have a front view of this guy here? I don't know if I do. I can kind of imagine his helmet, so let's see. think it'd be important to find a center line for his head, which would probably be like right here. No, I think the center line maybe is more pushed this way. And then the perspective, he's looking down on us, so it curves up in a way like this. Yeah, maybe the mask is coming like that. Oh. And then what do I know about this man's? No, he's got some sort of vest thing on the back of him here. It's gonna stick up beyond. And this is gonna curve around his back, because he's gonna have this triangle thing on his back where his disc is. And his disc is gonna be like something like that. And other than that, this is going to be inlaid a little bit. He's going to be sitting a little bit low. His suit is going to be kind of skin tight for the most part. Let me see if I have any front positioned characters here to choose from. Maybe not. but I do know he's gonna have like this shoulder pad action going. And then he's gonna have this thing on his arm that's kind of uplifted here. And then he's got like some sort of forearm like protector thing. But this is going to be resting on his pants. I imagine his pants are going to have some sort of something on them too, but... And we'll probably be able to see the bottom of his shoe. Something like that. And he probably will have boots on to some degree. Thank you, Charlie. Just trying to see, I'm just starting to slowly add elements, like kind of get more of a gist of how he's going to be positioned, what his attire is going to necessarily look like. His head still might be a little too big, so let me grab his head. Let me see where it feels better too. You think his head is perfectly sized? Just need this to be like fully accurate. Maybe his leg doesn't go so bent. Yeah, it's a little straighter. I appreciate that, Charlie. I'm going to take a break on this guy, and I'm going to go switch back to the bike. And let's see, let me grab the bike. I need some bike images here. Now, what do I know? What do I know about the bike? I'm going to shut off the perspective map just for a second. I'm going to make the background color just a little bit darker so I can see a little bit better on this. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe brighter's good. And okay. He's gonna have some sort of light here, maybe a small triangle light there. And then his sides bust up, pretty cool. And on the back, there's like this, right in the center, there's this like a square area here. So let me draw this in. And his foot pegs, well, I guess we don't have to worry about foot pegs just yet. You know what would help? Maybe if I use a sphere tool here. Just gonna fill that with a paint layer. Tilt this in just a little bit. How fat is this tire gonna be? So a little bigger. A little goes a long way, should I say? Yeah, I can't wait either, Charlie. I love art so much. Thank you, Charlie. think this needs to be a little bit bigger even. Cool. I'm gonna merge these layers. All right, hey everyone, real quick, I need to hit the bathroom. So I'm going to be right back. Okay, I am back. Sitting back in my chair. Here we go. Back to my brush tool. I think if I do this with like kind of like an illustrative style, it doesn't have to be as like, I don't want to say as accurate, but it definitely doesn't have to be as crazy as you would expect. Or more so just getting a feel for the spacing. Yeah, Charlie, right? I mean, like, it's once you get it to a place that just feels good enough and it feels balanced, and you can the viewer can kind of tell what it is. You don't have to go crazy too far. It's just, you definitely can, but is it necessary? Not exactly. What am I doing? I can copy this layer here. Drag that over here. Perfect. Hey, Gunny. Welcome to the stream. And no worries, Charlie. I was more so just going on a tangent about how as long as it basically the viewer can understand what it is, you don't have to push it too far unless if you can always push things further and further, but yeah, I guess that's all up to the artist's discretion. So we have these light boxes here in the back. I know that for a fact. And then there's these... Let me take off the smoothing on this. Your clavicle's all better? Wonderful. Very good to hear. Yeah, thank you, Charlie. So the foot pegs are actually like way back. Are the foot pegs in the wheel? Me too, Gani. Yeah, things are doing pretty well on that so far. We grew by 100 new followers last night, which was very exciting. So things are moving right along. I'm really enjoying the challenge. I feel almost like I don't want it to end ever, right? I've been loving the everyone coming to view it every day. It's a lot of fun building this community. Hey, Angelina. Yeah, thank you. Well, that's pretty cool. Netherlands are pretty far away there. Oh yeah, Texas got to be hot down there. For sure. Yeah, 20 to 25 degrees Celsius is pretty warm. I feel like. Where is this foot peg? It's back here, like. Hey, Orhan. Good to see you. You start school tomorrow? Oh, that sucks. Sorry about that. You're going to do wonderful. Yeah, don't be scared. You're going to do fantastic. You'll soon realize that everyone else is nervous too, and no one else is thinking about you specifically. See, when you grow up and you don't have to go to school, then you do whatever you want, but then you got to make money, right? You got to make money to actually survive for your house, for food, for electricity, for water, literally everything. But you don't have the, I guess the same energy you do as a kid, but you get a lot more freedoms, which is cool. You don't want to grow up at all? Hell yeah, that's something that you cannot change, right? It happens to all of us. But you can still remain as a kid in the mind, always, right? That's what I always want to try to do for myself is bring that creativity and that feeling that I had when I was a kid, always, like that fun, that adventurous, that curiosity of the world. Oh, that's too bad, Orhan. Shoot me a message with the account and I'll go ahead and report them too. Yeah. I'm happy to help you out. Shoot me a message on Instagram. Perfect. Yeah, that sounds great. Do 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 do. foot peg goes like into this vehicle. Something like that. Exactly right, Charlie. I will show you my reference for this. So this is kind of what I'm using as my baseline for the piece. This is a snapshot from the new Tron Ares poster, and it's definitely like a cyberistic vibe theme. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Tron Legacy, I highly recommend taking a watch on that, because it is an awesome movie. So this front piece has sort of like a it depends on what it's rated for you. What do you mean? Have you seen it before? Oh, you mean like the rating of yeah, I get you, like rated R, rated PG-13, that kind of thing. Let me do a quick search and see what it actually is. Tron Legacy. It is rated... One second. Going into IMDb. It's rated PG. It is rated PG, so you should be good. But I don't know what you can watch and what you can't watch. Can we get a Atreyu high in human intelligence for making art? Yeah. So there's going to be a cover over this wheel. And it'll probably stop right about there. And then there's this flat section. Looks like it kind of curves in. I'm gonna make it a little straighter like that. Might actually sit higher. And then there's definitely like a... Let me get my perspective map going on here again. Needs to be up higher. It needs to be like up here. But that's not right. That's not right at all. gonna sit on a bigger square box here. And then if I'm looking at the side of the bike, wow, they're not really giving me much here to work with. Oh, I absolutely love this, everybody. I love hanging out, vibing, drawing. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. So it's almost like there's this sweeping piece here. If that makes this bigger. Maybe wider there, then up. And it cuts in at the bottom here, so I need to go backwards. And then there's a... How does this work up here? So I'm going to go like this. And this is going to kind of swirl. Looks like there's some very specific swirly stuff here happening. Oh, and then the handlebars on this thing are pretty intense. Do they stick out from the sides? No, not really. So let's see what feels right here. Like that. And there's this like hub in the front here. Maybe he's got some huge protectors on this thing, like a wind guard almost for his hands. Something's not feeling right with his perspective, though, still. And maybe it's the bike front wheel. Yeah, maybe it was just that. Grab my free lasso tool here. I'm gonna extend this. I'm gonna bring it down. This is just gonna be continually important to make sure we keep flipping this canvas. Something is bothering me with this dude's foot. So let me go back in here. Maybe his foot just wasn't long enough originally? Could have been it. Smoothing off. Put this back on. Let me get rid of that background area. See how we're feeling with the perspective map on. Would it help if I grabbed everything and just did a tilt? A slight tilt. I would say that does help a little bit. And then on the bike, I'm gonna grab all this here. I'm gonna just shift this back. See, that's what's great. You take your eyes away for a little bit, come back, take another look, see how things are feeling. I think the bike at the bottom can be extended here a bit. That feels a little better. Oh man, arm's getting sore over here. With it up on the laptop for my controls. This little, I know it's not even, this is just a draft, but this little freaking bubble thing here is annoying me. I think one thing that would be very important to do right now is just to paint in this horizon line. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I'm just going to literally grab polygon tool. And I'm going to just tilt it. I'm going to tilt the horizon just a little bit here. Just for a little bit of emotional ambiance. Saturation. Perfect. Yeah, just a little something, you know what I mean? Gotta drink some water. Beautiful. Hope everyone's staying hydrated out there. Water is important. All right, back to the bike. There's one area here that I am not thinking looks too accurate, so I'm gonna remove said line to add a new one here. And that line is going to go like up like that, up into the front section. And then it's going to echo along the seat there. Still not it. Still not it. It's this perspective right here that's throwing me off. So, you know what? Maybe it's this little engine compartment too. I did it with perspective, but it doesn't look right to me. But maybe perspective isn't supposed to look right all the time. Maybe that's what throws you off. Oh man. Hey, this is a quick test. Can you all hear me right now? My chat isn't updating, it doesn't look like, unless... the last thing I saw was Orhan saying, can we get an Atreyu high for making art? And it looks like you all have been chatting for quite a while, and I've been missing all of it. So, that's just fantastic. As long as I'm live and you can see me, then that's what's important. I don't know why I'm unable to see the chat here. Okay. I just changed the setting on my phone and I should be able to see it. Alright. Cool. Perfect. We good. And now I can see the chat as they come in. So sorry if I missed any questions. Yeah, sorry if I missed any questions. Lithophane? Not at the moment, Orhan. Because I just got so many other things I'm focusing on at the moment. Hey, Kevin. Well, what's up, Kevin? Good to see you here. Yeah, this is what I'm basing it off of. This is my inspiration here. For anyone that wants to see. This is just a snapshot from the movie trailer poster. Tron Ares. It's looking good. Looking like it's gonna be a cool movie. Yes, sir, Kevin. This is gonna be a Tron-based theme. Working on this. Wonder if there's anything else I can see on Pinterest for the design of this bike. I'm gonna go into YouTube real quick, and I'm going to see if I can find yeah, they don't have exhausts. It's all electric. Exactly right. But they're badass. They're badass bikes, even though they're electric. For sure. Alright, I'm opening just a separate tab right now on my browser. I'm gonna just play the trailer for myself in slow motion real quick, just to see the bike again here. See if I can take another screenshot of the bike. Let's see. Tron Ares trailer. Gotta make sure the volume's all the way down. Don't need to be copyrighted. And go to the part where the bikes are being ridden. Change my settings to playback speed 0.25. Oh, Kevin, heck yeah. Yeah, these are, you know, they're some of my favorite movies out there. It's a very creative and adventurous world. Lots of fun. Okay. I've got an idea for how this needs to go here. It kind of like kicks out. There's like this beam of light. And it kind of kicks out like. I think maybe what's happening is it just needs to be a little bit shorter. The bike is going to be black and red. So I'm going to really try to base it off this image here. I'm going to really try to base it off this. As much as I can with a theme. So red and black, pretty much everything. The thing's gonna be mean looking, I'm telling you. It's gonna be mean looking, I'm telling you. Yeah, the handlebar maybe. Or hand maybe. It's just... Look at how low. Let me see if a different perspective here for you. This is a shot from the trailer. Look at how low his body is. He's like completely hunched over. So the handlebars are like right here-ish. So I know he's leaning over quite a bit to reach for these things. You can kind of see where I'm pulling the design from. Yeah, heck yeah, Charlie. Yo, do you all follow Baka Arts on Instagram at all? If you're looking for some cyber stuff, I gotta honestly show you this. Hold on one second. I'm literally gonna pull this up on the stream just because I want to show you this dude's art. It's incredible. Okay. Here, check this out. This is Baka Arts on Instagram. And his work is absolutely insane. Yeah, Charlie, everything is basically going to be black and red. It's going to be black, shiny black with like a glowy red. So yeah, can you tell that this work is absolutely insane here? I recommend going to check out his page because this guy's got some gnarly artwork. Yeah, I think he does 3D rendering and then illustrates over it or something. I'm not sure how he works it. I know it's all human made. I know that for sure. I just don't know what his workflow is. Yeah, it does have a kind of a Star Wars feel. Yeah, the drum and bass definitely fits good with the drawing for sure. I agree. I agree. What's my favorite song? Charlie's asking. Oh my goodness. At the moment, I think it is because it always changes, right? But at the moment, I think it's Roy the Digger by Roy Dubs. I can't play it. I will get banned on YouTube. But it's pretty freaking awesome. If you like dubstep, that is. Or rhythm. If you like rhythm. If you like rhythm, you might like that song, yeah? Big up to my fam on the underground. Big up, big up. You know, channel. You like the BS music. Aight, Charlie. Respect. Respect, man. A castle theme? Yeah, what did I have playing on that one, Orhan? Let's see. You got me curious, actually. The dragon. It was... Oh, on the dragon I had Gangstar music playing, which is some like 80s and 90s hip-hop. But was it another one that you're talking about? Hey, Kevin. Yay. Very good. Hey, everyone, just real quick, I have to run to the bathroom again. I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm gonna put my bathroom sign up here. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. Here we go. Yeah, my favorite song at the moment, because it always is changing, is Roy the Digger by Roy Dubs. It's a dubstep song. It's pretty badass. I can probably link it in chat, honestly. Why don't I do that? Yeah, let me grab that for you guys here. Roy the Digger. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna copy the link, put it in the chat. Yeah, bada boom. That's the one. Ugh. Okay. As you can tell with my art flow, I've run into a little bit of hesitation here. And that's only because I'm about to leave my comfort zone again. It's you know, this happens with art. It's easy to get comfortable with what you're doing, but then to branch off and continue the piece can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Just the thought process takes a little bit of critical thinking. So now we need to focus up. We need to focus up here. Oh, and the first live. Oh, on YouTube. Yeah, I might have had some lo-fi or something like that playing in one of those, because I can't play copyright music on YouTube on live, but I can on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok. I don't think they mind if I play like copyright material on there. Yeah, copyright stuff. Yeah, it can't get banned. That's for sure. Yeah, the neon lady. I actually haven't even posted that lady on Instagram yet. I got to. I definitely got to. Did you see the finished product of that, Kevin? Because if not, I will grab that real quick. Throw it up on the screen. Yeah, hell yeah, okay. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, thank you for being here. I love kicking it with people. As I draw here. Well, thank you for the sub. Always appreciated. And thank you, Dean Ray. Dean Ray, sorry. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right. Subscribers, I've got, I think, just a little over 31,000. What am I not comfortable with art? It's just this right now is totally in draft mode still, and so to take it to that next spot where we basically redo this whole thing again, but in a more finite way, to me that's a little uncomfortable, because it means, you know, I have to really focus up. Whereas this is kind of just fun, like loosely sketching, getting the ideas down, making sure it feels right, perspective wise. Yeah, from there, the rest of it is where it starts to get a little more nerve-wracking for me. You know, as an artist, you just want it to be right, right? So I think that's the biggest thing, is that pressure to be right. Yeah, the polish stuff like this. So I'm gonna completely wipe this away. Kind of use this as like my reference on the bottom layer, just to know how things are placed, and I'm just gonna position things a little bit more accurately, which isn't on. It's not crazy bad, you know. It sounds like I'm making a more bigger of a deal than it actually is. What do I know here? I know that this thing needs a little something there. The front wheel doesn't have anything in it besides just like some swirlies, which is no problem. Yeah, this is a little bit of a interesting pose here, for sure. And I'm just trying to get the scale of the bike too, right? Because the bike's a little bit long. So, like, it's a little bit longer than a normal bike. But just trying to imagine it from the back, right? It's like, how do I actually position this thing? Perspective is a strange concept. I'm gonna grab the guy here again. Why does it keep going back to this straight lasso tool? I want the regular one. Make him a little taller. A little taller seems nice. I'm down with that. Welcome back, Overhand. Okay. Well, shall we? Shall we? Yeah, the subs are different. I guess, you know, subs don't necessarily mean views. They don't necessarily mean watch hours. I've noticed that my long form content on YouTube that's not shorts is having a hard time getting some reach or getting some traction. It's like a whole different crowd than people that subscribe to you from shorts. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Thank you, Isa. All right, so let's grab the bike, the guy. I'm gonna merge all of these layers as reference. I'm gonna call it draft. You know, it's crazy because take a look at this, right? So, here, let me put this up. We went from this as the initial sketch, and then we went and took it into this. So, the idea. And I think we're doing pretty good here. So I'm gonna remove that first layer, that first draft that we had, because I don't think we need it anymore. Yeah, thank you, Charlie. It's going well. We're about 2 hours into this drawing, and this is this is as far as we've gotten so far, but that is okay. Yeah, Orhan, you're an OG for sure. So now the real fun begins. I need to grab probably my pen tool. Can I make a very heavy British accent? now that you're asking me to, I don't know if I can. I know that they say water bottle. But that's probably the best I can do at the moment. Hey, Buzz. I hope that RN Jebus gives you their blessing and your views 10,000x. What is RN Jebus, Kevin? And that's awesome, Charlie. I misspelled ring, aka random number generator. RN is short term for RN. It's a formula that is used to calculate whether stuff gets pushed along with retention, like that kind of stuff. Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, I got you, RN. No apologies needed. Am I going to draw the pixels for the grips on the bike? I can. Got to thicken up this handlebar too. Yeah, I'm actually working on that Orhan at the moment. I have prints that have been ordered to my house, and I'm going to just check the quality of them. And then after that, I will plan to start releasing prints. So I will send most likely an email out to all those that are interested, and maybe provided some sort of discount for those that are signed up through the email newsletter to get a discounted print. Yeah, I haven't sent out any emails at the moment, Orhan. I don't want to blast anyone yet until I have some really good stuff to advertise. Exactly right, Orhan. Yeah, these will be the prints that I ordered will be physicals from the digital art that I've done in the past. Can you get free digital copies? No, sorry about that. Charlie, it's a little bit sporadic at the moment, but I definitely want to get more into a habit of going live on a more structured schedule. And that will come. That will come throughout time. What I'm really trying to do is build up my watch hours on YouTube. That way I can start making money from AdSense on YouTube. I'm very far away from the goal. I need 4,000 watch hours in a 365 rotating period, 365 day rotating period, and I'm at, I think, like 82 hours. So I have a very long time to go. So lives definitely help with that. But yeah. See, that pen tool really helped me make this smooth. Yeah, the prints will be a lot of fun. And I think people will be happy with the art that I'm going to be publishing for those prints. Thank you, Charlie. I almost want to have a little thing come up here from the, yeah. Does this thing have a windscreen in the front? No, it does not. I guess he doesn't need one because he's got a helmet on. How much are my prints gonna be when I sell them? I'm thinking about $20. Maybe somewhere around there for like an 11 by 15 size, which I think is pretty standard for, you know, I've seen other artwork online for about that price. Well, thank you. It's good to get some feedback. Yeah, $20, you know, because after shipping and tax and the fees to actually publish or have like a print-on-demand service running, from a $20 print, I'm probably making about $6. So, yeah, Orhan, no stress there. No worries. I know you're always here to support me, and I appreciate that. So I might just leave the bike, like... Oh, you know what? I need a pen tool back again, actually. There we go. I'll call this bike. I decided I'm going to keep the guy and the bike separate. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, or I think that would be a fun idea to paint with burn sticks at some point. And yeah, we're here to get our money, right? I haven't made anything from art yet, but that will change. That will change, right? This is why we're focusing so much time and energy on it, to make my dream a reality. Exactly, Kevin. It's like an Airbnb with all those extra charges. You think $20, 20 bucks? Okay, perfect. But by the time it actually gets to the actual artist, it's like $5 or $6. It's like, what the heck? Do you have a street bike, Kevin? Do you feel like summer break came and went like super fast? I always used to feel like that when I'd have to go back to school. I'd be like, what the heck is up with this summer break? Like, where did it go? Last day for summer break. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh. Take off the smoothing. All right, time to get serious here. So he's gonna have this underlayer. Then he's gonna have this area where his jacket comes down and has like this. You get your first sponsorships, Orhan, on IG and YouTube? That's incredible. Congratulations. Very, very cool. I do not have YouTube Premium. Yo, can I ask everyone, is the perspective on this guy, before I go any further with the detail, does it seem accurate? I want you to be fully honest with me. Is it 10 out of 10 accurate? Is there something that you're seeing that could be better? What's your perspective on at least like the sizing, the angles, what have you, all that kind of stuff? A little smidge less of the bike. Orhan says 8.9 out of 10. Maybe the guy's too small for the bike. Let me scale him up a little bit. Too much on the front of the bike. Okay, let me take a look here. I'm gonna cut this in half, and I'm just gonna send it in a little bit. I have to do it with everything though, hold on. This is all very helpful information. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's hard to see when I've been staring at it for so long, you know? All right, this is my draft layer. Disregard the leg and all that kind of stuff. I'm just thinking about the bike here. What do we think about the perspective now? Hey, Tinko. Yeah, I agree, Horan. Taking small breaks and doing other things is definitely helpful. Hey, hobbyist. But yeah, Kevin, Orhan, what are your thoughts with the updated perspective now? Hey, Lyle. All right, Orhan gives it a good check mark there. Yeah, the legs chopped off. That's all right. This is just my draft layer. So I will reduce this opacity again. Lock that layer. Now I'm just going to trim the bike. So bike here. I'm going to move this in. I'm going to scale it up a little bit. To match. Yeah, Joe, Tron. You got that right. Which devices do I use for the drawing and the live stream? For drawing, I use a Wacom tablet. And for the live stream, I'm just using my Samsung Galaxy phone. Perspective is definitely hard. I use a MacBook Pro for my laptop to connect my Wacom to. Yeah, Kevin, welcome back. I just want to get your perspective on, as well as what you thought of the updated bike position and size before I go any further here. So I moved this wheel in and I made it a little bit bigger. How's it feel? Looks better. Like how better? All the way better? Could it be even better? Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that overhand for sure. Well, I'm gonna save this file. The bikes are smaller than you think, so I think you did good. Yeah, I feel like you're right. Like, as far as the scale goes, I know they're long, but all good. Well, I'll tell you what, everyone, we're about 3 hours in. It's getting about time for me to go make some dinner. So I might go do that. I might jump back on the stream possibly tomorrow. That's a we'll see. But thank you all for being here, for supporting me. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, everyone. You take care. Have a good night.